Welcome to the 2018 FIRST Robotics Competition and this year's game, FIRST Power Up. Two alliances of video game characters and their human operators are trapped in an arcade game. To escape, alliances use power cubes to control switches and the scale, pass power cubes through the exchange for power-ups, and ascend to face the boss. Teams may preload up to one power cube per robot. Additional power cubes are available in the power cube piles, along the fence nearest the scale, and in each alliance portal. At the start of the match, the plates of the scale and the switches are randomized. During the first 15 seconds, robots are autonomous. They work to cross their auto line and place power cubes on the switch and the scale. Alliances who successfully own their switch and have 3 robots cross the auto line will receive 1 ranking point. During the following 2-minute and 15-second teleoperated period, human operators remotely control their robots. They continue to gather power cubes to place on the scale and the switches to gain ownership for the longest time, earning points for each second of ownership. Human operators behind the Alliance Station wall collect power cubes from the exchange. They can deliver them back to the robots through the return or to their vault. In the vault, power cubes may be traded in for 3 power-ups. Alliances choose when in the match to activate each power-up to gain a temporary advantage during the match. The Force power-up gives an alliance ownership of their switch, the scale, or both. The Boost power-up increases scoring for 10 seconds for either their switch, the scale, or both. And near the end of the match, Levitate earns one member of the Alliance a free climb. Other Alliance members climb from their platform. If all 3 members successfully climb, the Alliance can face the boss and gain an additional ranking point. The Alliance that earns the most points wins the match and defeats the boss.
After we had our chassis build with engine nerds, I anticipated the preceding 6 weeks to be full of planning, drafting, and executing a plan to eventually build a robot that we thought suitable as a team for our first year.
When I first saw the Power Up video, I was pretty excited about everything that I thought we could do. I had a couple ideas that our bot could manage to do. I was hoping to, I liked the option of picking up the cubes and putting them in the vault and the switch, and it was really kind of cool. And I was thinking about just different ideas that our bot could manage to do.
After, seeing the video, I kind of thought that it was going to be a little bit chaotic, and I wasn't totally sure how we were going to get everything that we were going to, try to get done in 6 weeks. It didn't feel like it was going to be enough time.
I wasn't really sure because it took us a really long time to just put that chassis together. So when we did what we did during the build season, I was really impressed.
Well, the Mason event didn't go as well as we thought because in the pit, we weren't prepared at all. Our organization was really off. We didn't come prepared safety-wise, and in between matches, every time something would happen, we'd all argue and we wouldn't get along. about how to fix it or what to fix exactly on the robot, how to put it together.
And then as far as coding, when we were having constant problems with, is it going to work, is it not going to work, and then we don't know if it's going to work until literally the match starts. And the drive team, we would get down there about 30 seconds before the match started, and it was all a stressful rush.
After the Mason event, I was not very happy whatsoever. When we were leaving the Mason event, we had spent a total of 3 days together, all day together, and I think that we had not gained the maturity as a team yet to deal with being together socially and with the anxiety of having a robot come back to the pits broken or the programming fail on the field while everybody is watching. It was our first time having hundreds of people watch our robot, and we had high hopes for our robot, and it's hard to see things that you have such high time investment in and hopes for to not do as well as you anticipate.
And pulling out this blue alliance, let's give it up for this last rookie team, 71-66.
For me, I thought that we were not going to be able to work as a team together again after that one. And we were having a lot of troubles just talking to each other. Everybody was very mad at each other. Nobody was happy.
After the way that we played at Mason, we knew that one of our biggest problems was coding and the dysfunctionality of our arms. So together as a team after school, leading all the way up to our second event, we spent hours and hours making new arms, looking over code, and we felt very confident walking into our second event.
After Mason event, I think we worked through all of our problems, and all it did was make us closer as a team, and it really helped us in the next event.
I felt that there was still some issues, but I felt that we could get through those issues and make our body even better.
Number 71-66.
I thought, okay, we lost. Now, what can we do to come back from this? And especially seeing how a lot of the other bots worked, I thought maybe we should try putting wheels on the arms or reinforcing them a little bit more so it's not just the black paddles, because especially when the paddle snapped off its mounts, I thought we should reinforce it anyway.
One thing I definitely figured we needed to fix before our next event was that since I was a scouter, we definitely need to be more organized. We needed to pick different roles out for different people, take turns at different jobs so that everyone gets something to do. So I helped organize a lot of stuff getting ready for the next event, and it helped so much.
Didn't have the best communication, however, shortly after having the tensions high and having everything kind of toned down a lot, we were able to talk and actually communicate with one another, and apologies were made for things that had been said.
I also think that communication was key to coming out of the Mason event. Everybody on the team came together as one, and we just stopped playing the blame game.
We just talked and worked out our problems and then became more prepared, and we were just more organized as a team together to be able to be ready for that specific event.
Specifically, the steps that we took to remedy this after Mason was to organize a list of problems that we encountered at our first event and then step by step work to fix them. We did this as a team, but specifically in different groups. Some people focused on drafting new arms, some people focused on the media front, other people focused on coding. Together though, at the end, we came together and made sure that we all understood what was happening before going to our second event.
Our team walked out of the first in Michigan Marysville event with 6 awards in hand. We were not only awarded Best Rookie Team by 4 other veteran teams, we also received an award for our safety program and the Rookie Inspiration Award from First for our rookie team's outstanding success in advancing respect and appreciation for engineering and engineers, both within their school as well as the community.
I think we deserve these trophies because we really turned nothing into something, and he took people who didn't know anything about engineering and in a 6-week period taught them how to build a robot that, deserved awards.
I think we got those rookie awards more for the fact that we showed how a rookie team should act. We didn't just show up with a bot that didn't show that they could do anything. We spent our time working those 6 weeks to build a robot that could do what it's supposed to do, and I think that showed teams that we were ready and we mean business and that we are excited about doing this robotics competition.
Well, I just think since we already come from a small school and we have, I think it's 16 people on our team, which is pretty big for the small school we have, just to see how much passion that came from this, or like how much we were into it.
I feel like from our team's standpoint, the reason we got these trophies is because looking back at the Mason event, we didn't do so hot. So coming into Marysville and basically filling the vault each time and still having time to defend our switch or go to the enemy switch, that was a big step for us as a team. We worked very hard and it paid off. I think the other teams saw that. They saw all the hard work we put into our bot. So I think they wanted to award us for all the hard work.
The thing I enjoy most about robotics is being able to spend time with people and working to try and complete a common goal.
These people weren't even really friends before this, and then by the end of robotics, we were all a family now.
What I enjoy most about FRC Robotics is talking to other teams and having that camaraderie.
Working together with people to build the robot.
The thing I enjoyed most during robotics was helping design what we wanted to do. Like, Haley and I helped design the main design of our robot. I helped with the arms when we ended up having trouble with where we should put the motor. And I just think it is really cool to see one of my visions come into real life.
I really like the whole team aspect of it and everybody kind of working together to figure out the different, either programming or mechanical sides and how that all kind of work together in the end.
The one thing I'd want anyone to take away from Team 7166 is our organization as a team and to really rise above any challenges that are brought to us.
I would say that we're definitely a mixed team and we've got a lot of different people, but we all kind of come together and make things work really well. And it may take some time, but we all get things done in the end and turn out some pretty good stuff.
Team 7166 is a very friendly and fun team to be a part of, and I really enjoyed working together with all these people, and definitely a special time in my life to spend a lot of time with these people building a robot.
That we were a rookie team that came from nothing and essentially became a great team. We made some great friendships and basically we just had a lot of fun playing a game that we all kind of enjoyed.
So my message this year is pretty much the same as my message every year. Use your time wisely. Be willing to take risks. Learn from your failures and keep moving. And by the way, not all those risks are technical risks with your robot. We need to grow first faster. To grow first faster, we need new and different ideas, bold new approaches. Reach out to your community, reach out beyond your community. Help us grow first faster. Not all of what you try will work. We'll learn from it and we'll try something else next year. Again, take the right risks, move us ahead as quickly as you possibly can. Have a great season.